Cavalier faithful, welcome back on into the Cleveland Pulse YouTube channel. Wow. What a game. 129-122. Our Cleveland Cavaliers take down the hottest team in the NBA outside of ourselves. 15-game winning streak for the Thunder, 10-game winning streak, now 11 for our Cleveland Cavaliers in a instant classic cinema regular season game. One of the better regular season games that you'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers play as a franchise. Likely the best regular season game you'll see this season, this year. Some things stood out. Some things were important. Some things we're going to talk about. I want to hear your comments down below. I want to hear your assessment of the game, how you felt about the core four, how you felt about the defense, the offense, Kenny Atkinson with the challenge down the stretch, how you assessed the Oklahoma City Thunder. Is this a finals preview? Is this a 7-game series in the summer for the NBA championship? Oh, it could save the NBA. It really, really could. I mean, the ratings on this game had to be good. Peak cinema here for the National Basketball Association. Guys, the third quarter, OKC scored 43 and we scored 41. The only quarter in basketball this year where both teams scored 40 points. And these defenses are good. It was an offensive showing tonight. These defenses are good. There was good showing of defense. There was good moments on both sides of the court for both teams. Cavaliers come out victorious and successful. Couple things I want to touch upon here. The Cleveland Cavaliers just beat the second best team in the league by 7 points. And Donovan Mitchell was very pedestrian, below average tonight. 11 points on really, really bad efficiencies. He only had 1 field goal in the first quarter. He only had 2 field goals through 3 quarters. He came alive a little bit in the fourth quarter, had some big shots, made some big plays. People stepped up when they needed to. Worked with the bigs inside and come outside to Garland, Mitchell, Strus, X Factor. Strus X Factor off the bench tonight. Absolutely lethal from the 3-point department. Big shots too. Momentous shots. Good shots when we needed them most, when we needed to swing the tides. Max Strus is my X Factor, wild card, whatever you want to call it for this game. Giving him the award. Tonight's MVP, clearly, and I think, you could make an argument for both of them, but I think clearly to me goes to Jarrett Allen. Absolutely dominant performance from Jarrett Allen tonight. Let's take a look into this box score. Jarrett Allen, 32 minutes, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists. Jarrett Allen, low-key on a backdoor triple-double watch. I didn't think he was going to get 10 assists, but ends the game with 6. And that's important. The last time you're in a momentous matchup against Hartenstein, he gets the best of you in the next series. Allen's not going to forget that. He's going to remember that. Fuels him to the next level. Let's continue to see the growth in front of our eyes. His counterpart, Evan Mobley, 21 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. Evan Mobley on a backdoor triple-double watch. What other team in the league has 2 7-footers in a primetime game who can be on a triple-double watch? Nobody. Newsflash, nobody. Let's keep it moving. Darius Garland, a good performance. A good performance in the prime time when the lights were super bright. 18 and 7. Only 2 turnovers. Plus 7 when he was on the court. 7 for 15 from the field. It's all you're asking for. We talked about this on the last show. We knew as a fan base and as people who cover the team, the Cavs Encapsulated crew, we knew what this team was capable of. Darius, don't turn the ball over. Evan Mobley, be aggressive. Jarrett Allen, don't shine away from the bright lights. Donovan, be yourself. Like we talked about, he wasn't even that tonight. Doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. And yeah, were the Thunder missing Chet Holmgren? Yes. Okay. Everything is contextual, but they've just won 15 games in a row without him. Is he very good? Does he take them to another level? I'm not blind. I'm not a fool. I'll give you all the concessions in the world. But tonight, 2 buzzsaws come together. Number 1 offense, number 1 defense. Cavaliers come out victorious at home, a game where you should win. Nothing happened tonight that was out of the ordinary. I don't care if Oklahoma City was on a 30-game winning streak. This is a game the Cavs should have won tonight, and they did. And they did so in a convincing fashion, played their style of basketball, kept up with the defensive intensity of the Thunder, put up 129 on them. 129 points on the top defense in the league. And the refs were a little bit suspect, not too suspect. I'm not gonna harp on the refs because the Cavs took a considerable amount of free throws tonight. They did. 27 free throws for the Cavs tonight in Oklahoma City's 17. So, the refs, they weren't good tonight, but they were a little bit better for the Cavs. I know people are going to disagree, and it's tough because you're listening to Doris Burke and Mike Breen go for 4 quarters, kissing the Thunder's ass. ESPN, ESPN is a terrible product. That's all I could say. Richard Jefferson is the only person who's listenable, obviously biased. Cleveland legend. Would buy him an adult beverage at any time I saw him. We could be in the middle of nowhere. I'd do it. But I'd buy him. I'd buy him drinks all night. Obviously biased. Mike Breen. Oh my gosh. Doris Burke. All right. Neither here nor there. Let's compare this to the Boston game really quickly. The Boston game, we were 15-0. They handed us our first loss. Kenny only played 8 guys. Now, you could say the circumstances are a little bit different tonight. We have a basketball game tomorrow. We play the Toronto Raptors tomorrow. Kenny is a little bit forced into playing more guys. Somebody mentioned this over on our X page. I understand. I hear you. And I'll concede there that you have a point. However, I'm going to attribute it to Kenny he's always learning. You go from 8 guys in that matchup, in the first primetime matchup with really, really big expectations. You had 8 guys play in like the first quarter or early into the second quarter of this game. Ended up playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ended up playing 10 guys. And perfect. You start Dean Wade, 21 minutes. Max Strus comes off the bench and plays 26 minutes. LeVert plays 20 minutes. That's what you're supposed to do as a head coach. You don't just run the starters out there, especially Dean, especially the rotating 3, if somebody else is having a better performance. You go with the game flow. He got away from Niang 14 minutes. I don't think this is a good matchup for Niang. Logan said it in our Cavs Encapsulated preview show. This isn't a good matchup for Niang. He's too slow. He doesn't really add any positive attributes. That's not a knock on Niang. That's just being able to diagnose basketball. Okoro's on a minutes restriction tonight. Okay, he only plays 13 minutes. You go away from Niang. You give Ty Jerome 12 minutes. Absolute cinema. Think about a season ago. Think about 2 seasons ago. The former coach who will not be named in this setting. How many minutes has he given to a backup guard? A backup point guard to be exactly. Let that sink in. Jerome, 15 points. 15 points in 12 minutes. 6 of 7. 3 out of 4 free throws. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Sure, he has 3 turnovers, but he's a +2. He's a positive impact player on this roster. And he gets the crowd involved. People want to go to NBA games and watch that. Steal on one end, layup on the other end. People are interested in watching defense. They're interested in watching good mechanics. They're interested in people moving their feet. They don't want to sit there and watch 93s get jacked up. Sorry. And I know I'm going on a tangent and it should be about the Cavs, but they want to see scrappy basketball. This team, the core of this team, who this team has been, you know what they used to call them? They used to call them Junkyard Dogs. Congratulations. You get a Junkyard Dog win tonight, 129-122 victory over the Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't expect this team to slow down. I expect to keep winning. I expect to be the 1 seed. I expect to be the favorites to win the NBA Finals. And that's a good thing. We're gonna cherish and be grateful for the season that's going on. They're 32-4. They're 19-1 at home. I'll be in attendance in one of these games coming up here at the end of the month. It's a joy to watch this basketball team play. It really, really simple as that. Team basketball, not one guy carrying you. You go a Kenny Atkinson challenge successful to an Evan Mobley ISO, which when have you seen that? Evan Mobley ISO in the clutch of a big game. Oh, look out for that in the playoffs, man. Give me Evan Mobley, backing the guy down or going right at him with the dribble. ISO in the Eastern Conference Finals. Can't wait. Going to give me a heart attack. Can't wait. Then you go into a Darius Garland ISO where he's cool, calm, collected, confident. And you win the game. With that being said, hit the like button. Make sure you're commenting down below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you send this out to your friends, family, coworkers, people you go to church with. Hey, these guys talk Cavalier basketball. These guys talk Cleveland Brown football. And they're pretty interesting. At least I think we are. I think we're an interesting group. We got a lot to say. So yeah, thanks for clicking on this video, and we appreciate you being the pulse of it all. Peace.